Now would you look at that, who finally remembered their passwords. Welcome to another episode of Vbyts. For our first news, we look into Project Starscape with their bio saying home to India's first VTubers and IRL streamers, which is definitely not true. But what is true is that Project Starscape will be physically attending the comiccon held in Mumbai, India, which is gonna be the very first time we see any official VTuber related booth or merchandise present in any convention in India. Project Starscape also announcing the official Project Starscape magazine to be for sale on their booth available at Mumbai Comic Con, requesting all the Starscape fans to send their fan arts and fan works to get featured in the official Starscape magazine. Project Starscape also debuting their fair share of talents too, as this week we had two of the cosplay streamers of Project Starscape debut, with one of them being Zen Kismet and the other one being Psychonori, with then Psychonori also receiving this beautiful artwork by Sunchan @Sunchan04 on Twitter. Speaking of talent debuts, we have Virtualism Ion's first generation VTuber Mirai Moonlight wreaking havoc over our Twitter timeline, so be sure to follow her. Our next news comes from Bao Vtuber, an indie VTuber who recently announced that her Youtooz figure is coming this February 14th and giving us a warning that please do not come with a jar. Our next news comes from Iron Mouse VTuber from vshojo, letting us know that her birthday concert album will be available on all streaming platforms, giving us a link to pre-save before the release. Our next news comes from Hololive Official, announcing the debut of Airani Iofis, the first gen talent of Hololive ID, for the new episode of Grafitti, which is gonna be the 194th episode of Grafitti. And yes, after Netflix debuting their own VTuber and reminding us how password sharing is love, and with Crunchyroll also having their own VTuber, also announcing that this time they will be physically attending Mumbai Comic Con. And then we have Kelloggs' Tony the Tiger also debuting a VTuber. Yeah. What the fuck? Well, the last one was kinda cursed. We now have HyperX debuting their own VTuber. Yeah, HyperX. And I don't know why. And then HyperX also giving us details of the illustrator and the rigger, definitely being Iron Vortex, probably one of the best riggers out there, with a slight sneak peek of the VTuber themselves. And we would like to remind you that Virtualism Ion is still accepting auditions for their first generation of VTubers. Auditions are open till the slots last. Apply now and become India's next virtual YouTuber, not the first.